Hello and welcome to this presentation of UMANA software. UMANA is a fully integrated software for human resources, management, payroll, and time management for organizations of 100 to 2,000 employees. It is a bilingual application that can process payroll in all Canadian provinces. UMANA offers you a turnkey product tailored to your needs. Software design. Our team of programmers develops and adapts each module of the application based on your specific business needs. Implementation. Our experts will help set up and install the software on your servers. Adaptability. The software modules adapt themselves to the specific needs of your organization. Support. After implementing the software, UMANA experts remain at your service to answer your questions or solve any problems that may arise during its use. One of the main features of the UMANA software is its flexibility. UMANA's database is compatible with Microsoft SQL and Oracle. The software also allows the integration of an organization's business rules, including collective agreements and specific rules for the compensation of employees. UMANA also provides a flexible installation process. Our team can install multiple applications, on-site or remotely, at your convenience. The application is so flexible that we guarantee our work. No matter the complexity, UMANA is committed to fulfilling its mandate. Otherwise, we will refund the price of the software. Guaranteed. Personalized service. At UMANA, our human resource experts are members of the Canadian Payroll Association. They have held key roles in several organizations at the level of payroll and human resource management, and know the reality on the ground. UMANA offers a service so personalized that the team of experts who will accompany you during the implementation of the software will remain at your disposal to offer you technical support and to answer your questions. You will always be supported by experts who know the ins and outs of your organization and your environment. Some of our customers include the Library of National Archives of Quebec, the Company of the Old Port of Montreal, the City of Dollard-des-Ormeaux, the Museum of Fine Arts of Canada, Sunripe, a manufacturer based in British Columbia, and Rain Metal Defense, a defense company in Saint-Jean-Richelieu. We have many customers in the private, governmental, or paragovernmental sectors, including both manufacturing and service companies. The flexibility of the product allows us to meet the needs of all sectors of business. About the product. UMANA software is developed in modules. Therefore, it is possible to purchase only the modules you need. The first module is essential. It is the employee's file database. Then there are a series of different modules in the category called Time Management, which include the modules Virtual Time Clock, Timesheet, Scheduling, Absence Planner, and Projects. There are also modules related to payroll, which include social benefits and deductions, and net pay. In addition, there are modules in the category of Human Resource Management. These are Events Management, Staffing and Recruitment, Training and Skills, and Positions. Finally, the Self-Service module provides our employees and managers with a window into other modules in the organization. Here's a brief summary of the features of each module. The UMANA Employee module consists of what is called Employee History. In the employment history, the notion of movement is very important. A movement refers to a slice of life of an employee within an organization. It is a window into a series of working conditions related to a time in the life of an employee. For example, the first movement is the hiring, which includes terms of employment, salary, position, the supervisor, the specific department, and so on. As soon as any of these changes, the software creates a new movement to illustrate the change in the employee's file. Ultimately, all these changes are stored in the Employment History module. In summary, the employment history contains your entire corporate structure. That is, the structure of departments, subdivisions, and services which allows us to position the individuals within your organization. The aspect of compensation is also found in the employee's file and allows us to calculate how to pay each person depending on their position. The Time and Attendance module is at the heart of the application, and it may be used in many ways. It includes timesheets that can be filled by the employees, which transmit data to the Time and Attendance module to create payroll transactions. These timesheets can also be driven by a timestamp, commonly known as a punch. Data from these timestamps are then processed in the Time and Attendance module. In cases where employees use neither timestamp nor timesheet, they could use what is called the wage generator. This is a template that determines the number of hours worked by an employee in a week, with an hourly rate X. So no matter how the Time and Attendance record is powered, at the end of the week, each employee will match up with a series of transactions that allows us to determine how much is owed. The Time and Attendance module transmits data to the Payroll module, so that once the payroll is produced, time banks will automatically update. For example, an employee takes a vacation day. This is noted in a timesheet that is saved in the Time and Attendance module. The information is automatically forwarded to the Payroll module, and this day is deducted from the employee's banked days. Although the software allows UMANA to manage the net pay from A to Z, the Time and Attendance module can be powered by the timestamps of other software or timesheets. Similarly, other payroll information can be input into UMANA's Time and Attendance module. For instance, an outsourced payment to an institution such as Desjardins or ADP. Timestamps. UMANA offers several models of timestamps: physical models that can be installed in different environments, and electronic models that allow access from a computer. The timesheet. The timesheet records the hours worked as well as the hours not worked, such as sick days, vacation, or time spent in training. The timesheet allows consultation or validation of time banks. It includes an authorization process and requires the signature of the employee and his supervisor before they can be forwarded to the payroll. The timesheet also allows the validation of rules regarding collective agreements and takes into account overtime pay. It is also possible to include a project management concept in the timesheet. This allows you to track the number of hours devoted to specific activities. Schedules. Our modules allow you to manage schedules with periodic templates, with cycles of 7, 14, or 21 days, but also offers the possibility to create individual schedules. We can include the notion of premiums, evening, night, or weekend premium. It is also possible to include exceptions, notably with regards to holidays. Absence Planner. The Absence Planner module allows an employee to request absences and forward them to his manager via a portal. The supervisor may in turn allow or deny the absence through the same portal. The exchange between the employee and supervisor is automatically logged in the timesheet. Event Management. The Events Management module allows you to handle grievances, performance evaluations, and work accidents, among other things. In addition, this module offers the possibility to create types or classes of events, and to configure forms to your needs. It is therefore a very flexible module which eliminates the need for parallel systems to manage aspects of employee life, such as the loan of materials or documents, by including this in the employee's file. Skills and Training module. The Skills and Training module is divided into 3 features. First, the skills acquired by the employee, in other words, those that he or she already possesses. Secondly, the skills targeted by the employee, those which he or she wants to acquire for the benefit of the organization. And finally, the skills required for the position. These 3 elements determine the requirements that an employee must have in order to occupy a position that requires several skills. At the level of training, the module handles everything clerical: classes, groups, employee training registration, and required resources, such as the room, the schedules, etc. This module also allows you to manage the cost of training, per individual or per group, to produce a report satisfying Law 90, as required by the SQDM. And of course, the training module will also manage the skills acquired during training. For example, an employee follows training which aims to develop a new skill. Once certified, his or her record will automatically be updated to reflect these new skills. Staffing and Recruitment. The Staffing and Recruitment module identifies positions to be filled and defines criteria and selection steps. When trying to fill a position in the organization, we define a series of criteria and skills required by the job in question, and selection stages which may differ from one position to another. The module also allows us to view each post on a web page and ask a candidate to create a form and answer some questions around his or her candidacy. This information is retrieved in the application and allows us to assess each candidate according to the stages of selection, and ultimately to hire the best candidate. At the push of a button, we can view all information gathered during the selection process, transfer it to an employee record, and continue the hiring process. Benefits and Deductions. The Benefits and Deductions module allows us to define deductions such as group insurance, pension plans, union dues, and alimony. This module also allows the insertion of other deductions from an employee's pay, such as social clubs. It is a module that allows you to set all kinds of deductions, while also calculating the employee-employer contribution of each deduction. Of course, all this data is transferred to our Payroll module for the calculation of the net pay. The Payroll module. Here's how the net payroll module works. We have the record of the employee, which will influence the Time and Attendance module based on hourly rates associated with the employee, the Benefits and Deductions module, and Time and Attendance module. Deductions will be saved thanks to the Social Benefits and Deductions module. Earnings and deductions allow us to calculate net pay of an employee. Once the net pay is calculated, it is possible to do the calculations of the pay slips and to produce government forms such as Relevé 1, T4s, and job records. It is of course possible to automate ledger entry transfers into your accounting system and to transfer files into your financial institution so that bank deposits can be made and recorded for each of your employees. In summary, our payroll module manages multiple calendars simultaneously. For example, if some employees are paid weekly and others every 2 weeks, this is all managed from the same software. Furthermore, the payroll module includes a simulator that allows you to simulate the pay process, cancel it, and do so several times before you finalize it. It also includes a retroactive pay function, and of course, it's possible to automate the transfer of writing ledger accounts to your accounting system. The module also allows the issuing of payslips via our website, which allows the employee to either fetch his or her own payslips or receive them by secure email, depending which method you choose. Self-service. Finally, the self-service module is a portal open to employees and managers. It allows the employee to see his or her own personal file and the manager to see the folder of each of their employees. This concludes an overview of the features of UMANA software.